One glass of wine. A single red light. And 30 years behind bars. The line between a misdemeanor and a felony DUI is thinner than you think. And crossing it will destroy everything. Here is what nobody tells you about felony DUI charges. Most people assume drunk driving is a misdemeanor. A slap on the wrist. Maybe some community service and a suspended license. But in courtrooms across America, thousands of people discover the horrifying truth. Their single mistake has been upgraded to a felony. And once that happens, everything changes. Your career. Your family. Your freedom. All of it hangs in the balance. But what exactly transforms an ordinary DUI into a felony charge? The answer involves circumstances that could apply to almost anyone. And that is precisely what makes this so terrifying. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly where that invisible line sits. The most common path to felony DUI is devastatingly simple. Repetition. In most states, your third DUI conviction automatically becomes a felony. Some states trigger felony charges on your fourth offense. A handful will hit you with felony status on your second. But here is where it gets complicated. These prior offenses do not disappear. That DUI from 15 years ago when you were 22. It still counts. That conviction in another state you thought nobody would find. Prosecutors will find it. The look-back period varies dramatically. California uses 10 years. Florida looks back for life. If this is already making you think twice, drop a like so I know to keep going. And those priors create what prosecutors call enhancement. Your blood alcohol level does not matter. Your cooperation does not matter. Your clean record since then does not matter. But here is where it gets truly frightening. Pause 2s, you can be a first-time offender and still face felony charges. All it takes is one factor. Injury. The moment your vehicle causes injury to another person while you are impaired, everything escalates. It does not matter if the injury was minor. It does not matter if the other driver was partially at fault. Prosecutors will pursue felony charges. And if that injury results in death, now you are facing vehicular manslaughter. We are talking about potential sentences of 4, 6, even 15 years in state prison. Music shift. Consider the case dynamics here. One moment of impaired judgment. One unavoidable accident. One passenger with whiplash. And suddenly you are not facing a misdemeanor with probation. You are facing years behind bars and a permanent felony record. But that was just the beginning. Prosecutors have an entire arsenal of aggravating factors they can use to upgrade your charges. Excessive speed while intoxicated. An open container in your vehicle. A suspended or revoked license. And here is one that catches people completely off guard. Child passengers. If you are pulled over for DUI with anyone under 14 in your car, most states automatically elevate to felony status. Some states use 16. Some use 18. But the result is the same. What would have been your first misdemeanor DUI becomes a felony child endangerment charge. Think about that for a second. A parent driving home from a family dinner. 2 glasses of wine over 3 hours. A broken taillight that draws police attention. And their child in the backseat transforms everything. The system shows no mercy for this scenario. Now here is what nobody else will tell you. Pause 2s, everything I just explained. That is only half the story. Because the real devastation begins after the conviction. A felony DUI does not just mean prison time. It means permanent destruction of your life as you know it. You lose your right to vote in many states. You lose your right to own firearms. You become ineligible for federal student loans. Professional licenses get revoked. Doctors, nurses, lawyers, teachers, real estate agents. All of them face automatic license review and likely revocation. If you have made it this far, subscribe now because what comes next is the part that matters most. Housing applications denied. Employment background checks flagged forever. Child custody battles. Devastating ammunition for opposing counsel. This is not a temporary setback. This is permanent alteration of your existence. And then it got worse. The financial destruction compounds everything. A felony DUI conviction triggers costs that most people never anticipate. Attorney fees ranging from $10,000 to $50,000. Court fines and fees reaching $15,000. Mandatory ignition interlock devices costing thousands more over years of required use. Insurance premiums that triple or quadruple. Many carriers simply refuse to insure you at all. Drop your prediction in the comments. Do you think these penalties are too harsh or not harsh enough? Pause 2s, but the most crushing financial blow comes from lost income. The average felony DUI defendant loses their job within 60 days of conviction. And finding new employment with a felony record reduces lifetime earnings by an estimated 40%. We are talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars in lost wages. One night. One decision. Financial devastation spanning decades. And this is the moment everything makes sense. The legal system designed felony DUI penalties to be devastating for one reason. Deterrence. Every escalating consequence serves a purpose. Every ruined career sends a message. Every prison sentence is meant to prevent the next tragedy. I want you to remember this part. In 2023 alone, over 13,000 people died in alcohol-impaired driving crashes. That is 37 deaths every single day. And behind every felony DUI conviction is a prosecutor thinking about those statistics. The question is not whether these penalties are fair. The question is whether they are working. The data suggests a complicated answer. DUI deaths have declined 40% since 1982. But they have plateaued in recent years. The system continues evolving. And the stakes continue rising. So where does this leave us? The line between misdemeanor and felony DUI exists for a reason. It separates those who made a mistake from those whose mistake caused catastrophic harm. Or at least that is the theory. In practice, that line catches people on both sides. Repeat offenders who never hurt anyone face years in prison. First-time offenders with tragic accidents face life-altering consequences. The system is imperfect. But understanding it is your first defense. Know your state's look-back period. Understand what factors trigger